everyone, welcome. My name is Jen and this is yoga for deep flap. I use a yoga strap in here. So if you have a belt or a towel or even like a sweatshirt, really easy to pick something up if you're at home and just have it close by. We're not going to use it right away, but we'll just have it close by. And then if you'd also like any blankets or pillows or anything to help you feel a little more comfortable, you can go ahead and grab those things and put them close to your space where you're going to be doing our yoga stretch today. We're going to start standing whenever you're ready. And you're welcome to have your camera off or on. The recording is only on me, so you don't have to worry about anyone seeing you. Good. Okay, so we're just gonna start by taking the hands somewhere along the hips. And then whenever you get settled, take your feet comfortably wide and we'll make a few circles around. Go one way a few times. And the other way. Just circling around one way and the other way. We'll take your shoulders and we'll just roll the shoulders up, back, and down. And now start to move with your breath. So as we breathe in, lift the shoulders up. And as we breathe out, just press the shoulders down. Just getting that nice movement there. Good. And we'll take our head side to side. So inhaling and exhaling. Just going side to side. And ear to shoulder a few times. Nice and easy. Good. Okay, and we'll roll those wrists in one direction a few times. And then roll them the other way. Perfect. Okay, so coming to your mat, let's reach the arms up. You can just go up as high as you'd like, depending on, I don't know, you're ready to move around a lot yet after everything, but just go nice and easy, lift the arms up, and now exhale, come down, bend your knees. You can interlock your elbows or you can let your arms just relax here, let your head hang. And take a few big breaths out of your mouth. And we'll take our hands down so that we come to all fours. We're on our hands and our knees. The wrists are under the shoulders. And your knees are under your hips. And we just start to rock our tailbone side to side. Just feeling the side body here. Nice, easy breathing. And now take your knees a little wider. You can have your arms straight or elbows bent and relax your forehead down, child's pose. Take some nice deep breaths here. Good. Now slowly come back up to all fours. And now we'll start to move our spine. So let your belly come down, breathe in. And as you breathe out, round your spine and drop your head. Do this about 5 times. Just inhale, let your belly come down. And as you exhale, round and tuck. Easy, easy. Feel your upper back, your neck, and your shoulders. More breaths. Good. And then knees wide, sitting back into child's pose again. Relax your forehead, taking some deep breaths, letting that settle in. So I'll come back up to all fours. And we're going to lunge our right foot forward. You're welcome to take your hands to your hips, or if you have a wall or a piece of furniture close by, that'll help you bring your right foot forward. The left knee stays down. And today we're going to take our hands to our hips, walk your right foot forward so the heel stays down, and then just bend into that front knee. So if you're on carpet, you know, your kneecap's going to feel pretty good. If you have a hardwood floor, you can double roll your mat or put a towel underneath your back knee. And just start to feel that stretch in that back hip flexor. That's the area that can get tight. Depending on how far out you are, you might feel that scar area stretching a little bit. We'll just stay here and breathe, relaxing our shoulders down. And one more big breath in. And exhale, come back slowly. So maybe moving your right foot back a little bit so that you feel nice and secure here. And we're using our balance a little bit more. Twisting to the right. Take your right hand to your sacrum and your left hand to the outside of your right thigh. And now gently push your thigh into your hand and push the hand into the thigh and just twist just enough so you start to feel your upper back. You can take your head wherever it feels best and breathe. Nice deep breaths. And slowly inhale back to center. Take your hands to the inside of your right foot. And now walk your right foot out to the side. And if this is too much, you can always put your hands on a wall or a piece of furniture. So we're just going to open and close that right leg. I'm going to take my hands to the ground for this one, but again, you can put your hands wherever you feel good and just open and close that leg. And then once you start to feel the inner thigh a little more, keep breathing. Good. One more big breath in. And then slowly bring that right leg back. We're back to all fours, wagging that tail side to side. And we'll settle back into child's pose. Remember, you can always come to child's pose or all fours at any time during the class, all right? It's all about feeling better, feeling good. Come on down and take a few deep breaths. Slowly coming back up. Again, you can use a wall or a piece of furniture or your balance to take the left foot forward now. So I'll use the chair as an example. You can bring your left foot forward, making sure the heel is all the way down. And now walk the foot forward a little more, hands to the hips, and slowly bring the hips down. So now we feel this stretch right here in this hip flexor area. Again, sometimes we don't feel even in that scar area. Remember, like one side I felt more than the other for a really long time. And that's fine, it's all okay. Just be mindful and breathe. Relaxing our shoulders. Very nice. Now slowly come up. Walk your left foot back just a step so that you feel nice and balanced and you can stay in an upright lunge here. We'll take our right hand to the outside of the left thigh and the left hand to the sacrum. Remember, we push the thigh into the hand into the thigh, and just twist to the left and breathe. back to center. Slow and easy. We'll take the hands either on that piece of furniture and the left foot out to the side so we can open and close the leg, or I'll take the hands to the ground. You're welcome to do that, or onto something. Just open and close the leg a few times. So we're feeling the inner thigh a little bit. We're keeping that hip nice and warm. Do a few more breaths like this. Good. And now slowly bring your knee back. Take your knees a little wider, and as you exhale, sit back, your hips towards your heels, and relax here. Back up through all fours, and we'll just be on the knees for a moment. And if you feel any discomfort in your knees, you can put a blanket or a pillow under there. We're going to tuck our toes under. I'll go slow in case you need to make any adjustments. We're going to tuck our toes under. So this is untucked and this is tucked. So tuck them under, and you'll start to feel your quadriceps strengthening a little bit more. Take your hands right here, thumbs to your sacrum. That's that long, hard bone above your tailbone. And now bring your elbows back, lift your chest, and some of us might already feel that stretch in the belly area. And then as time goes on, as a couple years pass, you'll be able to just lift your chest a little more and gently push your hips forward. And just feel nice and open through that front body. And breathe in deep into your lungs. And out. Let your head go wherever it's most comfortable. Good. And now we slowly untuck our toes, taking the hands back down to the ground. Careful on that low back. Rocking side to side. Good. Now we'll come down into child's pose, and we'll change the child's pose a little bit more. You're welcome to keep your arms the same or elbows bent, or you can turn your palms up, or you can take your hands together, or even bend your elbows. So just see what feels best. You're welcome to play with a few different positions. We'll be here several breaths. Now slowly come back through all fours. And then we're going to come all the way onto the belly. All right, so I'll go slow so you can see. Legs extend out and just come down gentle. Now, depending on where you are in your journey, you're welcome to take your elbows wide and maybe rest your forehead on your hands, and that puts less pressure on the chest area. I remember for myself, it was a while before I wanted to go all the way down on my chest. I think everyone's different, as we know, so just do what you gotta do. If you wanna do fist over fist, or you can do your hands flat, forehead down, or any other way. Just relax our torso down for a moment. And breathe. Then we'll just bend our knees, keep the head down, bend the knees, and rock the legs side to side. I call these windshield wiper legs. I like to take the knees a little wider and just rock side to side. Perfect. Now relax your legs down. Take a few more deep breaths here. Now we'll move it to our Sphinx pose. So the full pose is the elbow directly under the shoulder and the elbow bent 90 degrees. You can also bring your arms forward a little bit, and that's a little less height. Okay, it's a little easier if you're still healing. So I'm going to take it here and elbows bent, and that's it. So we just keep our toenails down, looking forward and gently stretching that belly area and opening the chest. Just breathe here, relax your low back. And then we'll relax down however you'd like, and you're welcome to just rest, or you can rock your legs side to side. Perfect. Just let your legs be heavy. Now slowly bring your hands back, knees down, and gentle push up back through all fours. And then we're going to find a few things. We'll find our strap or whatever you're using as a strap today, and then maybe a little bit of a blanket. And I'm just going to sit on the edge of this blanket for comfort, and we're just sitting comfortably wherever you'd like, keeping our strap close by. Very good. We'll come back into this upper body a little bit. So take the ear to the shoulder, breathe in, and exhale, bring your chin down. Inhale on the other side, and exhale, chin comes down. One more on each side. Perfect. Now do that next stretch so you can find your hand and just gently lift. And I'm just taking the palm of the hand down so the back of the hand is closer to the ceiling. Lifting up a little bit just to kind of gently, not sit all the way down, but just enough so we feel this stretch in the neck. And then I like to look down a little bit and get this side of the neck. Some people like to tilt the head. So just play with it a little, but we're stretching the side of the neck and down that arm, gently putting some pressure onto that hand with your leg or your glute. Breathe. Good. Gently come away and just give that hand a little bit of a shake. Perfect. We'll go the other side, so palm is down, so coming up slowly, and then gently putting a little bit of pressure there. Head goes to the side, and you can look down or to the side and just breathe. Deep breath. Off your hand and give that a little bit of a shake. Perfect. Now just take your hand, so hold your own hand, and you're just going to roll. I know it looks kind of weird, but it actually feels really good in the wrist. Just roll your hands around. There you go. And give them another little bit of a shake. Perfect. If you notice that you're sitting with one foot forward and you tend to do that out of habit, we'll just lean back, switch the feet. There you go. And we'll find our strap. And we're going to move in some different ways to stretch that upper body. And I'll give lots of examples. I'm going to start a little more gentle, and then we'll go into more movement. So only you know how you're feeling, so you do what works for you. So first one is to have the hands about shoulder distance apart, and we're just going to gently move side to side, right? And then that side to side can get bigger as we go. Gentle breathing. And we're stretching the upper back and neck and shoulders. So that's one movement. The next movement is to take the arms higher or at a diagonal, and you can take your arms wider. And from this one, you can do this side to side, which feels really good. I'm going to take my arms all the way up today. And you can also do this side to side. So you get the idea. So we're doing side to side first. Any of those variations. The most important thing is that we're breathing. And then release it down. Perfect. Take a few big breaths here. That's a lot of work, even though it doesn't look like much. We're using all those tiny muscles. Just roll your shoulders out a little bit. And then we'll start to open that chest area more. So we'll use the strap for that one. And your hands come behind your back so your palms are facing away from you. Okay? And just go as wide as you'd like. Mostly shoulder distance, and some people like to go a little wider. And you're welcome just to let your arms be heavy there, and you'll already feel that stretch. I'll move sideways just so you can see me. And the other option is to come up and down a few times. And depending on, where you're at, if you're a few months out, you want to stay low. If you're a few years out, you can probably lift your arms a little higher by now. And just see how it feels, and then pick which spot feels best. And we'll do 3 big breaths there. Relax that down. Perfect. Set that strap down about halfway down your mat, and that way we can use it later when we are on our backs later. Awesome. All right, so now we're going to extend our legs straight out. You're welcome to stay on your blanket if you'd like. So legs come straight out, and we just point and flex the feet. Pointing and flexing. And rolling those feet. So I was in Costa Rica last week, and the heat felt really good on my joints. And then I got back to the San Francisco Bay Area, and everything's kind of tight again. And so I'm back to my foot exercises, right? The rolling, the pointing, the flexing. There we go. Just keeping everything moving around helps a lot. Okay, so now we'll find your right leg. And we're going to bend the right knee. So we're figure 4, right leg over left. Option 1 is to stay nice and tall here. Maybe gently press your thigh down and breathe. This is stretching the outside of the leg and the outer hip. The next option is to kind of take your hands back for balance. And you can bend that left leg. And then you have a nice little figure 4 shape here. And some people like to rock a little. Some people like to just kind of lift the chest and feel the stretch. So again, do what feels better for you, stretching that glute and outer hip area. Being mindful of our back and keeping our head in a good position that's comfortable. A few more breaths. Very good. Wonderful. Now slowly, slowly let your left foot come down. And we're just going to take the right foot to the side. So we have kind of this nice bent knee. Keep your left leg long and then pull your left toes towards you. We're going to inhale the arms out to a T. And as we exhale, twist towards your bent knee as much as your body wants to. Then take your hands down. You can hold the ankle, you can hold the outside of the leg, anywhere that feels good. And just a little twist here. Lean back a little bit, good, and breathe. Excellent. Breathe in back to center, and we'll stretch out the left leg, give it a little shake. Perfect. So we'll do that all on the other side. We'll find our left leg and start with that figure four. Remember, you can be higher or lower, doesn't matter. Just feeling the outer hip stretch, outer thigh. Give it a moment. And if you'd like to move into that bent knee one, just breathe here. Some people like to rock a little side to side. Staying nice and relaxed. Wonderful. One more big breath in. And then as we breathe out, we'll release that bottom foot. That left foot goes to the side. The knee is still bent. And we're gently flexing that right foot. Inhale, arms out to a T. And as we exhale, go towards your left and bring your hands down wherever they land. Good job. And just breathe here. Nice gentle twist. Breathe into center. Slowly extend your legs, give them a little shake. Good job. You'll slowly come off of the blanket if you're on top of one. But again, keep it nice and close to you, so it's about halfway down your mat. And we'll bring those knees, so starting to bend the knees into the chest. All right, so starting here, lift your chest. And then as you exhale, tuck your pelvis under and just round your spine. So this is a seated cat-cow. So as you breathe in, lift your chest. Sometimes I like to take my feet a little wider, make a little more room. And exhale, round and tuck. So you're rounding your low back, your upper back, drop your chin. 2 more breaths, breathing in. Just keeping that spine nice and open. And out. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Perfect. Bring your feet in, scooch towards the top half of your mat. Hold on to the backs of your legs, and then slowly roll onto your spine and just rock side to side. Think of just giving yourself that little back massage. And you're welcome to take a hand on each knee and then circle one way a few times. And the other way. That. And now we're going to find our strap that's close by. And you can do this with a towel, it's pretty easy. We'll lift that right leg up and put the strap on the bottom of your right foot. So you're gently holding that strap. Your left leg, knee can be bent, foot down. And if you're newer out of surgery, more recent, then you'll want to keep this knee bent because the scar area keeps everything kind of tight and you don't want to be uncomfortable. And then as we progress, that left leg can go straighter. And I'm about 3 years out now, so my leg goes down and it feels comfortable. So do what works for you, okay? And we're just slowly stretch the back of the leg. It's okay if you're here or here. Doesn't matter. Just see how it feels. I like to relax my shoulders. And taking the strap or the towel just in your right hand. Keep your left hand on your hip, even if your knee is bent, and open that right leg out to the right. So we stretch that inner thigh, gut, and just breathe. the next breath in, bring it up. Do a little hand switch. And today we're going to cross that right leg all the way to the left, keeping the shoulders down. So just go as much as you'd like. Now we're feeling the outside of that hip stretch and breathe. Inhale back to center. And now bend your right knee, bend your left knee, and rock a little and feel the difference on either side. You should feel that nice difference there. Perfect. So we'll take the right foot down. We're going to take the strap on the bottom of your left foot now. Again, watching your right leg, you can keep the knee bent or extend the leg depending on where you're at and your healing. And just stretching the back of the leg, nice deep breaths. Now take the strap just in your left hand and open your left leg to the left and breathe. Slowly bring that left leg up, switch hands, and now keep the shoulders down and just keep moving that left leg over to the right. Make that nice big stretch and relax. Slowly come back up. Perfect. And now we'll bend both knees into the chest and just rock side to side. Maybe roll your knees one way and the other. We'll hold the back of your right thigh. Let your left leg come down. Just roll the right knee into the chest. Again, modify by bending the left leg if it feels too tight in that scar area. Now just holding the back of your leg and now roll the ankle again. Just really spread your toes and feel your feet. Switching sides. We'll hold the back of the left leg. Let your right leg come down. Just roll the knee around. Feel your hip, your low back. And then whenever you're ready, just roll the ankle around one way and the other. Nice and slow. Smooth. But now bring your foot down and the other foot down. Take your feet a little wider and we'll do windshield wiper legs here. So you start to feel this hip flexor stretch and that belly stretch, just going side to side. Perfect. We'll go into our pelvic tucks on this one. And this is to work our low back area. And this is a great one for recovery and for life because it strengthens the back of our core. So I always say the same thing. Pretend like you have $1,000 bill underneath your sacrum. So then slide that $1,000 bill under, and now you're going to tuck your pelvis. So you push your low back down, exhale, and then relax that arch. Okay, so you're pushing down on the exhale and relax. If you want to take your hands to your hips to feel the difference, you can, or just keeping your hands comfortably down. I'll do about 6 or 7 more. You don't have to count. We'll just kind of move together here, strengthening that low back, crunching those lower abdominals a little bit. And I got a few more here. One more. Good. All right. We'll let the lower body rest for a moment. Take the feet wider, and you're welcome just to stay here, or I like to kind of bring the knees together, and it kind of keeps that low back comfortable. We'll goalpost the arms, so bending your elbows about 90 degrees or coming down to more of a W. Whatever works for you. We're trying to keep the backs of the hands on the ground and just keeping your head here. So again, this is a big stretch in your chest. Please go lower if it feels like too much. And even, 3 years out, it's still a big stretch in the chest. Still getting all kind of little zaps and zings in there. Oh, I just gotta go with it. So big breath in and big breath out. A few more. Slowly bring your arms down, and now turn your head side to side. Perfect. We're going to do a bridge pose from here, and this isn't the biggest back bend of your life, but just enough to stretch the front of the body. The feet stay hip distance apart. We can bend the elbows and kind of tuck your shoulders under your back. Take the hands down. I like to hold the edges of my yoga mat sometimes. It just helps me feel more secure. And then when we do this, we look up at the ceiling, and now lift your hips, lift your belly, lift your chest. Just so we're strengthening the back of the body and we're stretching the front of the body. So just go as high as your comfort level. It is strengthening as well. And breathe here, 3 big breaths. Good. Now slowly on your last exhale, roll down so that your tailbone comes down at the very end. And then relax your glutes, relax your back. You can rock the knees a little side to side, keeping your back nice and calm. After a moment or so, draw those knees back into your chest and just rock it side to side. Good. So let's go ahead and find like a pillow or a blanket. I'm going to roll up this yoga blanket here and put it between the thighs. We're coming into a twist. So just lift your hips a little to the right side of your mat and then bring your knees to the left. And I like to have comfort, right? So the knee is higher than the hip. You can still get that really nice stretch. Shoulders stay down. Maybe look over the opposite shoulder and just rest here and breathe. taking our time to come back to center and just reset your spine for a moment. Give yourself a moment. And now we'll gently lift our hips to the left, bringing your knees down to the right. Shoulders stay down. You can look over opposite shoulder and just rest here. Nice deep breaths. Perfect. Bring it back into center. Nice. And then reset your spine so that you feel nice and comfortable. You can take the arms up or you can leave them down. I'm going to take my arms up today, over, arms to the left, and knees fall to the right. Just kind of hang here for a moment. Switching sides, my arms are going to the right, knees fall to the left. Perfect. Coming back to center. And then we'll come into our relaxation. And it's very important that we take the time to relax. If you have anything to put under your knees, like a blanket or pillows, I suggest doing that if you're extending your legs. If you're not extending your legs, you can just bend your knees feet wide. And it's also nice to put something under your head, just enough so that it feels comfortable. I'll give us a moment to set up, and then we'll come into some deep breathing. So please take your time and find a place where you can rest for a few more minutes. You can cover up, you can put socks on, you can cover your eyes if you'd like. So take a big breath in and a big breath out. We're going to do some deep belly breathing today. So just imagining that your belly is a big balloon, and we're going to let it fill up with air. Inhale, breath deep into the belly. And exhale all the air out. Inhale, deep, big breath in. And now keep exhaling even when you think you're empty. Just let all the air out. Continue to empty, empty, empty. Just breathe naturally, rest. And your exhale. And gently move your hands and your feet. Slowly bend your knees, take your knees into your chest. Roll to either side. Just use your blankets, your pillows for a moment, just curling up on your side. Take our time, just come to a nice, comfortable seated posture. Let's sit up tall, take a big breath in. Exhale, relax your face. Take another big breath in. And exhale, relax your shoulders. Take our hands together and then take our hands onto the heart. And now let's just think of something that we're grateful for. Anything little or small, everything matters. And thank yourself for doing your yoga today. Namaste.